There hasn't been a life without harmony between reasons, efforts, and people around us. Anything and its presence is relative to a multiplicity of principles, of which cause and effect is no stranger. And so, maturity doesn't come after a stage in life we cross, or after moments that we think will change us. It's always been a choice available every time about how we behave, how we react with people around, how we respond to circumstances, and how we think. How many times we debate our instincts and prejudices. Ever did we conclude we went wrong? The sole reason why relationships fail is not because of differences, but because there is a lack of understanding that the other is distinct from who I am, that he or she is conditioned to a different kind of thought process, which evolved over experiences of life and thus practiced countless times. And so when we aren't able to comprehend anyone's individuality, frustration and anger comes into play. Breakups, separation in families, divorces are only manifestations of discomfort, suspicion, hatred, which is even present when people exist together for their entire life. And when people part ways, they say now they don't need anything from each other. This means the basis of the relationship was expectations. The motive of togetherness was self-centeredness, which is bound to lose against durability. Secondly, we know some people are toxic, not evil though. It's not false, but their problem is not intentional. They don't aspire to trouble us. It means their problem is lack of concern. They don't care what you feel. Maybe they know they're wrong, but their sole priority is selfishness. And so you and I and they are no more different if we see closely. Let's face it, we have selfish instincts that drive whatever we chase. The only difference is the degree to which we can go mad about something. We all have hurt somebody someday, and we know that. We ignored someone who could have been given the attention he or she deserved. Contrastingly, we are also too nice people. It's because we think about someone else more than it's needed. Sometimes we are desperate, sometimes we care too much. That's our complexity. We want our ego to be fed continuously with talks, chatter, appreciation, so that we can fill something within. We share memes, update statuses. We act to show off. We capture moments for the sake of keeping memories, not experiencing them in the first instance. It's true that you and I indeed want to be successful with all the fame that it brings. But this fantasy of becoming great and proving them something is just a hangover. And yes, success is subjective for each of us. But imagine the day you're settled with prosperity. Can you visualize where you are? Who is around you? The comfort of the place. Aren't you the hero? Isn't it a fairy tale? This is the image which has been fed in our mind about success. Or we have misinterpreted it. So friend, it's this old idiom this is a race. But you know why? It's a race not because we are running continuously, but more significantly because we do not want to stop anywhere. It's a race not because you're ahead or behind someone, but also because we are not with someone. It's true that security and comfort or survival has to be met, but beyond that, clarity requires effort. And we run away because it feels okay to be okay. We are exhausted within our mind with our routine, till that point when addictions overpower us. It may be anything, from material substances to your mental processes. They distract us from questioning ourselves. They pleasure in disguise of peace, and as soon as their intoxicated impact is over, slowly the real self again questions, and maybe we quieten it again. So friend, the journey has to be peaceful. If it wasn't before, now is the time we question ourselves. What is troubling us? Men crack relationships and fix whatever is needed. Talk with friends if you haven't for years. Throw away the ego because it's a trash. Love. Pray for each other. The video has no answers, honestly, but we all must have an appetite to question ourselves, leaving aside the rush for some time. We are no superhumans, but as we look in the mirror, we must find something to repair every time. And this is when victory begins. So if you have an opinion to share as well, do comment and subscribe. This is Musings Unravel, a channel where we'll juggle with thoughts and poetry. Have a great day.